Good morning, students. Today, for history, we will begin reading Chapter 4, the Punic Wars. Let's take a look at the ancient Rome timeline. According to legend, Rome was founded in 753 BCE, before Common Era, or BC, before Christ. Remember, we read about the legend of Romulus and Remus. In 509 BC or BCE, Rome becomes a republic. They got rid of the greedy kings and had representatives to represent them, and it became the Roman Republic. Now, here we are, we're going to begin talking about the Punic Wars. There were 3 Punic Wars. Today we're just going to talk about the first Punic Wars. They were fought between Carthage and Rome. They lasted about a century long. That's about 100 years. It's a very long time. They started in 264 BCE, so right about here, and they ended in 146 BCE with Rome victory. At the time of the First Punic War, Rome had dominant power on the Italian peninsula, and Carthage was a very powerful city-state in Africa. Remember, the Mediterranean Sea is what separates the Italian peninsula and Africa. We're going to take a look at that on the map right here. This is just a world view. And you see that little boot right there? That's Italy. That's where Rome is. And then this top part of Africa, the northern part of Africa, that is where Carthage is. And so here's a closer look. Rome, this is a peninsula. Remember, a peninsula is a piece of land that has water that covers it on 3 sides. And Carthage is right here. So we are going to read about their first Punic War today. Now, in the assignment in Bright Thinker, I included the PDF of the Ancient Rome Reader. So if you would like to have it open while I'm reading, you can read along with me. Or I am going to pull it up and I'll have it on the screen as well. So today we're only going to read about the first Punic War. Let's begin. The Roman army. In its early days, Rome was a small city with a small army. This army was made up of Roman citizens and included both patricians and plebeians. It was a great honor to be in the army and defend the city of Rome. The Romans fought some of their neighbors. When the Romans conquered an enemy, they took control of the land and people living there. In time, the Roman army became large and powerful. By the year 265 BCE, the army had conquered the most of the Italian peninsula. In 264 BCE, the Romans went to war against Carthage. Carthage was a powerful nation located across the Mediterranean Sea on the coast of North Africa. Today, the city of Tunis stands where Carthage once stood. So let's look at the vocabulary. To conquer means to win control of land. And all of the people that you're fighting in that war or that enemy attack, if you win, you conquer it. Like we stated earlier, a peninsula is a piece of land that sticks out into water and it's surrounded almost entirely by water. It's like 3 sides are surrounded by water. That's a peninsula. And then a nation is land and people who live under the authority of a government and its laws. It's a country. Carthage was a powerful enemy of Rome. The Punic Wars. These wars against the Carthaginians are called the Punic Wars. The name comes from Latin, the language spoken by the Romans. How exciting! We learned Latin and the Romans spoke Latin. The Latin word punicus means Carthaginian. So a Punic War is a war between Rome and Carthage. Since Rome and Carthage went to war 3 times, these wars are called the First, Second, and Third Punic Wars. They were fought between 264 and 146 BCE. Remember, BCE, before Common Era, or what we used to know it as, is before Christ, before the birth of Christ. The First Punic War was different from any war the Romans had fought before. Carthage was a rich nation with a large navy. When the First Punic War began, Carthage had 500 fighting ships. Rome had no navy at all. The Romans were determined to win. They built warships and learned to fight at sea. They learned to fight in formation. They trained tens of thousands of sailors to man their warships. They fought the Carthaginians for 23 long years. When the First Punic War ended in 241 BCE, the Romans had won. Okay, so formation. They learned to fight in formation, an orderly arrangement such as in rows or in a line. And here's a picture of the Roman soldiers in formation. So they had their shields up on all sides, a specific formation to protect themselves. Okay, that's all we're going to read for today in our Ancient Rome unit. I hope you enjoyed your lesson on the First Punic War.